No music, no, nothing. Didn't have the music playing, did you? No, did you? You didn't even have the image or nothing. That was just silence of me walking around. Not a great start. Not a great start. Did you have the picture? Did you have even the picture, or just nothing? Just a silent movie. Which is all very well, but anyone who just come here for the first time just went, this ain't content. This isn't anything. All the world loves some sound. Well, look, I'll tell you what we can do. Don't worry, I won't. I'll just do this just so that we can say hello properly. Nice to see you all. Let's go through some names, shall we? Just say a little, get some hellos in. Well, hello, Broken Silence. Hello, Pete. Illuminatus, of course. Liam, Mega Essex boy. Hello, mate. Nice to see you. Hello, Dawn. Clint Westwood. Jess is on the firm. Rise of the Right. Tricky Who. Lil Bullet, who waved back when I went on that. Probably anyone who wasn't thinking, where's the music and the guitar? Hello, Dawn. Boomerfield's forgotten the tune. I didn't. I just forgot to. I could hear it. I could hear the tune, which isn't quite the same, is it? Selling England by the pound. Hello, Scorry. Hello, Martin, Tito, Arius. Oh, I thought I was a monkey there. Visionary Companion, Clark's Undercover Army. President-elect Mortuary Artist. Good to see you. Manny moves on the firm. There you go, Nora. Tanky. There, we had a little Dino there. Oh, Dino. James. Jewel. Alternative Atom. Hammerhead. Johnny Not Powell. Flammadiddler. Community Admin YouTube. Or something like that. Wolfie. Hello, mate. Tanky. I think we've covered everyone. There you go. Akira. Thomas. Hello, Tommy. You alright, son? Hello, mate. John Connery is on the firm too. All right, there you go. I'll fade that out now. Apologiato. That wasn't great, was it? Not a great start. The missus is here. She's not here. She's out getting her hair and her nails done. Hello, John Miles. I got a fair amount of my novel done last night. Absolutely that, James. There you go. Absolutely that monkey on my shoulder. And you know what? I'll tell you something that's quite beautiful. The reason I wrote that book, I mean, I've always considered myself a writer. You know, I've written about, 40 short stories, 3 novels. Not a lot of work. For a bloke my age, not a lot of work. But a lot of what I've done I haven't liked. But this latest one, the reason I wrote it was because I'm not trying to glamorize, and I'm not trying to maximize my withdrawal. It was a heroin withdrawal, but it was intense, and it was so intense. It was a combination of 2 things. It was a combination of what I went through was so intense. It was such a stupid thing to do. Yeah, I published my first novel. It was a vanity job, but that was all right back in the day. You were allowed to. It was sort of pre-internet. It was a silly thing to go out to Thailand with a gram of number 4 heroin on the spike habit a day and just go, no, I'm just going to stop taking it. And good Lord, did it hurt. And it was so intense, and also to be in a foreign land and also to have this love interest out there as well. And so it was a combination of the intensity of what it took me through, but also the fact that I couldn't do anything else. Hello, Packer. Yeah, it was awful, James. It was, as you'll read, you know, it was, oh, God, man. And the physical side of it, which is awful, everything that can come out of your body comes out of your body pretty much 24/7. But the psychological side of it was what done me, and the loneliness, and you know, you know why The Naked Lunch, William Burroughs' classic addiction novel, I suppose. I think it's, it's not as good as Junkie as a book, but in terms of what that life's about, I think it gets it pretty spot on. But it's called The Naked Lunch because I think it was Jack Kerouac who suggested to call it The Naked Lunch. I'm not 100% on that, but it was someone else. Because he said he said it's that moment when you finally realise what's on the end of your fork, as if to say, when you finally realise what it's about, what's actually happening, what's going on. That that a moment of clarity, and that's what I had out there. It's all very well. Hello, Gabe. It's all very well. That's why I wrote the book, John. It's a. This is why it gets a bit awkward, because I'm with another woman, and I video chatted the girl from the novel yesterday, and I still love her, and she still loves me, and that was established quite quickly in that phone call. I'm not going to get with her. We'll never be together. You'll find out in the novel that we'll never. Spoiler alerts, but there's things that you'll find out why she put up with it, and it's just mind-blowing, because there's these two beats in the book later on where you think, oh my God. Anyway, but it was that moment of clarity, because look, when you're Tommy, I mentioned it the other day. Hello, Roy. I mentioned it the other day on this channel. I said when most blokes look back over their lives, the significant moments are the romances. When women look back over their lives, they don't. Chris, it seems you fall in love easily. If I love them, yeah, but I haven't had a whole load of romances. I've had a lot of women, but there's only 3 women I've properly loved in my life. But no, that's why I wrote. That's why I wrote the novel. I wanted to do her some kind of justice for what she done for me. There you go, Jess. Yeah, it's heartbreaking. It's absolutely heartbreaking. Lost what I was saying now. Yeah, look. Can you imagine? Look, imagine being in Soho. You're in Soho. You're shooting a gram a day. You're eating benzos for breakfast. You're smoking weed 24/7. You're drinking every night. The occasional rocks come out. You're a mess, but you're well far away from reality. Now, there's never a better time. That's very kind of you. That's very kind, Nicholas. Talking about drinking. That's very kind for you, Nicholas. Well, actually, while I appreciate what you've just said, then what I'm about to tell you is kind of what happened. There's no better time to decide to get on an aeroplane, go to Thailand and get clean when you've got no methadone, no Subutex, nothing, no taper. You're sitting there, you're at your nut, and you're like, you know what? I'm just going to go out there and lock myself in a room and, just rattle it. Just get my head down, hold tight. There's no better time to make that decision when you're off your head, because you're not thinking about it. You can't think about it. You can't. It's chemically impossible. It's chemically impossible for you to understand the reality of what's going to happen. I even had a mouthful of smack to get on the plane with, so I was shooting on the plane so that I didn't start rattling on the plane. Hello, John Palmer. Hello, Dub Power. Now, this isn't me saying I had a massive habit, but I had a massive habit, right? My habit in my 20s was a bag of brown heroin a day, 1 bag of brown on a foil. When I went out to Thailand, this novel, I was doing a gram, that's 10 times that amount, but of number 4 heroin, which is about 10 times as strong, at least. And on the needle, which the bioavailability makes it about another 5 times as strong. So my habit was probably about 40 bags of brown a day. It was quite big. And when I got to Patong, as you're reading the novel, the girlfriend that hello Tom Gong, the girlfriend that the woman that I loved, who didn't know I was coming, she suddenly saw me because her shop was on the same road as the hotel I live in, and she was like, "Hello, Aunt Sally." She was like, oh, "I've just got to do my Twitch stuff." She was like, "Hello, darling," and I was just sort of like, "Hello, darling." And we both, because I always used to just turn up there unannounced because I like that. I like that sort of, giving it the wander a bit. Oh, I didn't want to ring her up and go, "I'm coming over. I'll be over on the 27th. Meet me at the airport." All that bullshit. Just rock up. But she could tell by the state of me that all that like unshaven for about a month and big fucking bags under my eyes. And the woman who ran the hotel, who I absolutely adored, who adored me. And of course, I've been shooting on the aeroplane, so there's no dramas. I'm not sick. And it is the mad thing. They don't realise that by morning, I'm not even going to know what my name is. And that suddenly hit me. I was sitting there with a pair of them, drinking tea. Hello, Archie. I'm sitting with them both, drinking tea on the veranda. And I have to say to them both, listen, this isn't a holiday. I'm going to be very, very sick. And they both seen me go through it before, but not at this extent. I'm really ruining the novel here, and that's chapter 1. and then imagine that. Imagine then crawling upstairs into bed to the same room I always stay in Patong. And I remember just crying. I just remember started crying because I thought, you wake up in about 5 hours and you're not going to be the man you are at the moment. And then it's just going to keep getting worse and worse and worse. And then you got to hold tight. Oh, it's giving me the shivers thinking about it. But the reason I wrote the novel, like I said, was one, to do some kind of justice to that girl because she deserves it, because she's had a really difficult life and she gave me everything. She gave everything she could give me to get me through that. She did. And two, I wrote it because after about 4 or 5 weeks, I couldn't do anything else. I could barely get out of my room. I didn't have the strength to walk. So once I managed to sort of slither down the stairs, I sat at the little table and just wrote up everything I could remember about the previous 5 weeks. And here we are, 7, 8 years later, and it's nearly going to be available. The offer's still there, Tommy, but I'm hoping people won't bother to follow it up. Most of those people don't follow the channel anymore anyway, so I think we'll be all right. I'll put out a thing. Anyone who is on that can email me, then I can check in. I can check if they were patrons during that period, and I will do it. It's just a bit tricky because originally I was going to self-publish, which means I'd have boxes of books in my back room and I'd send them out. But now I'm going through Amazon Desktop Publishing. You have to buy it off Amazon. So anyone who does want to take up that old offer means I'm going to actually, Amazon are going to make money out of the pair of us. So we'll sort all that out when it comes to it. There's not a lot of us left. A lot of those people left, so it shouldn't be too dramatic. But I'll sort you out, Tommy, if you want. Don't worry, mate. I'm just sorting out the Twitch stuff. But anyway, the reason I mentioned all that was last night I'd done about 4 hours on it. I got to bed at a decent time. I went to bed at 4:30, which is very good for me. And oh, come on, Twitch, make it work. And I'm very proud of it, and I'm very happy, and I'm glad I didn't. I'm glad I didn't try and rush it for Christmas, because that's not good. You know, you don't spend 4 years writing something, and then fuck it up at the end just to get it out for Christmas. I mean, no one's buying my book for a Christmas present. Hey, happy Christmas! Here's a story of a bloke who kept shit in the bed. No, but it is a book of redemption. You know. It is a book of redemption. How long did the rattle last? Well, it depends what you mean by the rattle, because There was a time a television chef I know came to Patong and invited me to go and stay at a $5,000 a night hotel. And I went out there and stayed there a couple of nights, and I was still far from right. I was still sweating. I was still weak. I couldn't do anything normal. I would get chills and I'd sneeze. And that was about 6 weeks in. I mean, I didn't, I was in agony for about 4 weeks. I didn't sleep for about 3 weeks. You know, the odd half hour. It's not Nigella, Tommy. No, it's the modern Nigella. It's Rusty Lee. Akira's just done a 2 to 3 month rat. Oh yeah, but for it to be 2 to 3 months, you must have been tapering. I didn't have that, and it was my own fault. You know, no one imposed this on me. I chose to do it like that. But I just done. No! Look at that. Son of me says his missus was going to buy him the book for Christmas. Sorry, son of me. Just after I said that as well. Something for the calls. Looking forward to the book. Nice one, Archie. I'll tell you what. Let me get that grift on. Let's get that done now, and then you can have. Oh, what? Hey, what was all that noise? That's very kind of you, Archie. Appreciated. The Italian's over, people. We've had the Italian lessons. I might go a different direction soon. That's very kind of you, Jess. Hi, Chris Scrubs. Very happy. I got called into a work meeting yesterday, and I'm getting a pay rise and a Christmas bonus for hard work. Keep it up, Chris. Let's have a big J in the chat for Jess's rise and bonus, and because she's lovely. J. I don't mean J-A-Y, I just mean like a J. Nice one, Jess. Congratulations. Really good. So thank you very much, Archie, and thank you very much, Jess. That was very kind of you both there. But I think a lot of you are going to really enjoy this book. I'm confident of that. I'm very proud of it. That's not me saying it's excellent, by the way. I didn't mean that one. You know I didn't mean like that. Akira jumped off 25ml methadone. No, not nice. No sleep for a long time. Well done, Akira. Well done. Because that's not easy. Yeah, do you need me to tell you that? I bet that was intense. That stuff's horrible. Well done. Massive. What incredible strength you've just shown to do that. It sounds to me like you got the same as me. I couldn't be bothered to go to another rehab. I couldn't be bothered for it to take half a year. I just thought, I'm done with it. I'm just done with it. So I just thought, just go through it, get it out, just do it as quickly as possible. And I regretted it 2 days later when I was stuck in Thailand with no money to get home, which was part of the plan, of course. So I wanted to make sure that this was a one-way trip, you know. Well done, Akira. Let us know when you've got a relevant birthday, 6 months or something, or any time you want us to celebrate, and I will. Yeah, great work. Yeah, you exactly done that. It's dark stuff. Yeah, actually, why are we waiting for a birthday? Look at that. Look at that rise of the right. 100ml. Yeah. Prison. That's the worst one, isn't it? Because if you're using without a script and you get nicked, they ain't giving you any more. No, you ain't having any. Good Lord. 100ml. Oh. Well, you kind of know what I went through then, because that would have probably been much like what I went through. Intense. Yeah, Akira, nice one, man. When you've got a relevant birthday, Akira, let us know. And you, Rise of the Right, let us know when you've got a birthday you consider relevant, and we'll all celebrate it. Because that takes some fucking balls, man. Well, it doesn't, because you were forced into it, but I bet it was absolute ag. Wow. Yeah, Akira, don't think I'm tightening you out. You come to me when you want me to tell them to, you know what I'm saying. If you get like a year or 6 months or whenever, whatever, you let me know and I'll pop it in the chat. Right, let's get this grift on. Where are we? Bosh. Oi, people, it's Thursday. Amazing. It was this time last week I went to the provinces, wasn't it? And look at that. We're here already. It's like it is weekend eve. I mean, Stephen Campbell's in. I just saw him drop a chat in. Hello, Stephen. I don't know what I'm talking like that. Happy to see you, ain't I? Yeah, the Italian lessons are all over, people. So for everyone and anyone who got something out of that, absolutely amazing. Arius X1V 14, Arius 14 on Twitch says, "Hey Chris, with this high res on Twitch, we can see every crease and wrinkle. That is a faith that's been well lived in." I don't know about that, man. I managed to pull off looking quite well on YouTube. I might have to see if I can fiddle. Anyone know how I can change the resolution on Twitch? It's been an hard old time. I've had an hard time out there, people. Hello, Zarbo. Is Zarbo in? Here he is. Hello, mate. Hello, Ben Mute. Good to see you. Hello, Stephen. You all right, son? John Francis is in with another subtle name change. Yep, the Italian is terminated. I hope that we all got something out of that. You know, they're words you can take off into your world, impress the ladies or the men, depending, you know, whether you're a man or a woman, or I don't know, these bloody days, it's hard to say. But let's give this a go, see how this is going. Lovely. Absolutely. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So here's one of those for Archie. Archie. And here's one for Jess. Jess. So Thursday. Yeah. There's not... They're waste of time, Roy. An absolute waste of time. I did have some laughs. You know, I went to a couple of parties in my early 20s that were quite a laugh, but the other 30 years were embarrassing, really. That's the truth. Tommy has just let himself down, everyone. I've always thought Tommy's rather cool. Tommy's been around this channel since about the first week, and he's just ruined it all. Look, you can tell by the fact that he can't type. He's off his nut again. He says this: Dangerfield, you can know about the conjunction of Saturn and Jupiter that's coming up on December the 21st. Spurging, but I don't care. Less than 1/10 of a degree in the sky. Whoa. Tommy, thanks for letting me know, man. I'll keep an eye out for it. Aunt Sally says, I can't tell you how much it heartens me to hear about our people in here coming off drugs. Power to Dangerfield for what he's doing. Aunt Sally, all I'm doing is talking. The heavy lifting is being done by the scrubs, but I understand your comment. Yeah. So many people here have got clean. If they haven't got clean, they've cut down. If they haven't cut down, they've dropped one drug out. It's progress, not perfection. But without a doubt, we're over 20 people. That's 20 people who are no longer in that mess of a self-hating, self-harming life. So good call, Aunt Sally. It's incredible, isn't it? Campbell! Buzz in a high pitch. Buzz, Stephen! There you go. Oh, hang on. Stephen! I got it wrong the first time, didn't I? You meant that. Stephen. Nice one, Stephen. Appreciated. Nearly got it. Yeah, John, especially at the moment, because look, whatever you think about NA, a lot of people depend on it. I think NA is excellent. I think 85% of it is jank. I think 85% of it is rubbish. Just nonsense. But the fraternity is brilliant because it's a collective. Again, what I was talking about yesterday, it's a collective and there's power in groups. And people can't go to those meetings now because of the flu. Have you heard that YouTube are going to be banning accounts that talk about voter fraud or some shit? Nice one, YouTube. Absolutely ridiculous. So my missus is here, right? And she's so feminine. You know, women in Cambodia are real feminine. Yeah, Stephen, I got a load of it. I was going to do it. I've told this story before. I was going to do it. I got the ibogaine hydrochloride, and I had all my bloods and my heart and my lung. I had a full over body check. I had two professional nurses who were going to sit with me, and then a mate of mine died doing it. And it's rubbish. It's a lie. It's a lie. It's just rubbish. It's just, there's only one way to stop taking heroin. You stop taking heroin. One of the worst trips imaginable and dangerous. It kills people. If you're gonna spend years taking the stuff and have the balls to get off it properly, there's no avoiding the pain. Just do the work. Oh, without a doubt, Tommy. Yeah, we've already established that because there's a lot of people who will be alone and there'll be a lot of people who will be in company they don't particularly get on with. So we're going to definitely do hour and a half Christmas Day stream. Yeah, for sure. Visionary Companion says, for me, alcohol counterfeited real affections. The hype is that the camaraderie and affection is already there and the drinks heighten them. Yeah, that's the hype. Yeah. Takes effort to have camaraderie, takes clarity, takes honesty, takes strength, not drugs. Then you just get the illusion of friendship, the illusion of fraternity. It's embarrassing. Fair enough, Tommy. Tommy says, I stopped taking heroin on July 23rd, 2011. Coincidentally, the same day I took it for the first time. Dangerfield, you heard of the Wiseman method? No, that's a new one to me. Dennis says, why is it sold as a miracle drug? Dennis, why do you think? Have a guess. I don't know, Linda. As soon as it's been killing people, and that's not worth it. Especially when you can get off heroin without it. Why risk your life? I think that's dodge. Dennis, heroin. Dion Shern says, I know Antoine ain't on here. Oh, that's all right then. Nice one. There you go. Trash Money nails it. Heroin was also sold as a miracle drug because they all are. There you go. Broken silence. Skagway. That is absolute sin. That Detox 5 is exploiting very scared and broken families. What a thing to do to people. Nah, you'll be fine. I know someone who done it, and they said all they do is give you about 500 milligrams of Valium a day, a diazepam, sorry, brand name, not drug name. And he said, you're still sick as a dog. You just can't do anything about it because you're too weak. He said it's hideous. It's like being in a nightmare. You're just you're trying to get out of there and you can't. You just keep walking into walls. Yeah, but Linda, it's a lie. It's a lie because they say that it resets your addiction. Addiction is a choice. Ibogaine's just a psychedelic. It's just, come on. You don't need to. You don't need to risk your life. Even if you're under medical supervision, what happens if you have a heart attack? Under medical supervision, you're still having an heart attack. There's if you really want to stop, there's better ways. You just taper. There you go. Is that how much Detox 5 is at the moment? Or is that Ibogaine? It's just ridiculous. What you talk? What? John, are you talking about sugar? Give up sugar. It's like life has no meaning anymore. That's amazing. Yep, I'm with you on that. Hammerhead, why did you take heroin in the first place? Well, you'll read about all that in my novel, but you'll often hear people say no one wanted to be a heroin addict. I sort of did. I quite like the idea of it. I was obsessed with it since I was about 5 years old. I don't want to ruin the introduction to my novel, but why not? Well, heroin. Dangerfield, I know it's some time away, but along with a Christmas tree, will you be doing a New Year's Eve? And out of the... Well, it's not the same day for sure. The Cambodian New Year is a different day. I don't know because I might be going out. My missus will probably want to go out. I can't confirm that one. If I can, I will, of course. So does everyone, Stephen, because the media does, society does, the legal issue does. It's bizarre. Legalize it. Put it in a little brown paper bag. Go to the pharmacy. Sign your name. Get a stamp in your little booklet. Yeah. It takes absolute effort and dedication to get addicted to heroin. There's a lie that it's the most addictive drug ever. No, it's hard work becoming addicted. It's hard work becoming addicted to most things, like smoking. Remember when you first smoked? Like, you persist. You have to persist. Absolute larper. Absolute. Wrote some brilliant, some great musician, but the rest of it's bullshit. Wriggle, of all the people, Wriggle's on the firm. Nice one, Riggs. That's right, Manny Moo. What was it called? What was old Moss Chops and all that lot? Heroin chic. Yeah, we look shit. We look sick. We look ill. Yeah, all right. Nice. Anyway, let's not turn this into I just wanted to tell you about getting a little bit of work. What happened? They dumped you? What, just then? Or have you just joined again? I don't understand her. Oh. Well, nice to have you anyway. So, yeah, I got some work done on my novel, but my girlfriend is here now for a few days. So that's what I wanted to say. The girls out in Cambodia are so feminine. And look, I'm not saying English women and British women aren't feminine, but not so many of them. Let's be fair. Hello, Herba Derba. How are you, man? Nice to see you. Nice one, Plastique. Why no for Farton? What happened? African. Nice one, Plastic African. I appreciate that a lot. I know, it's crazy, isn't it, Tommy? But she gets here, and the first thing she does, as soon as she gets here, she woke me up about 10 o'clock. I'd had about 3 hours kip, and I just went, nah. Why no message? Did you write a message? Yeah, there's nothing showing. Let me reload Entropy and see if anything happens there. Entropy's only showing one donation. I've had 4. Bloody stupid software ain't bloody working or something, is it? Well, you tell me what you wanted to say, Mr. African, and I'll put it on the screen. Sorry about that. I have no idea why. Oh, okay. No worries. We will get an audio book, but that'll be 6 months down the line. That is a lot of work. That is a lot of work. See you later, Nicholas. Go and earn some money, mate. It's got to be done. It's got to be done. I'll be grafting later. But yeah, she turns up here and then she wakes me up at 10 o'clock. I told her not to, but she can't not do it. She can't come in here and then just go. And she's coming out and she's got on her iPhone all the different fingernail designs. And she's, what one do you like? What one do you like? And I'm just like, and there were some that were like red with gold, 3-dimensional, like gold, God knows. And I just went, those. And she was like, okay. So she'll come back at some time and with her new talons. And she'll get her hair done while she's up there. 4 hours she'll be. I've got to put the fan on. It's getting a bit hot. Hey, Google, what's the temperature?
The current temperature in Phnom Penh is 31 degrees.
31 degrees, eh? I was looking at some footage. I'm going to show you some in a minute. What's the book about? It's a true story. It's an autobiographical story about me who went to Thailand to get off of heroin and to hook up with a girl I still loved, who I met out there 8 years previous to that visit. But yeah, people, I spoke to her yesterday. I spoke to her on the phone yesterday. I FaceTimed her. What a, just one of those stories. I love her. She loves me. And she didn't know that I had hold of her number. So I've just called her and she's answered it. And as soon as she answered it, it was just silence. We both just looked at each other for about 2 minutes, which is a long time when you think about it. And I just asked her how she was. And she's struggling out there. She built up a really good business, but because they closed all the borders because of the influenza, her business has gone. And it was quite a phone call, really. Shouldn't have done it, really. Not because I've cheated on my missus, not at all. We all have a history, but it brought up a lot. But there was nothing. There was a bit like the start of this video. But it was perfect to get right in my novel because it brought it all back to me. As I've said before, I tried to write a book about addiction, and I wrote a book about love. And I think that told me everything I needed to know about my life and my addiction. I called her because I know that because they've closed the borders in Thailand, the 3 businesses that she'd set up, I know she sold 2 of them, the buildings, and which she was only renting. And I know that she's fucked now, and she was looking after her entire family. And I heard about that, and I just wanted to know whether she was going to be staying in Patong or moving back to Isan. And no, my missus won't be happy about me calling my ex, but I'm not going to tell her. Not because I'm lying to her, but she doesn't need to know what goes on in my private life because she's my lover. And we don't tell each other everything because a bit of discretion makes sense. My current girlfriend would never say to me, you can't talk to your exes. She'd never say something as ridiculous as that, as I wouldn't her. The only difference is she hasn't got any. No, not at all. Why? She doesn't need to know. It doesn't affect her. I'm sure. I know full well that blokes talk to my missus all the time. And it doesn't bother me. It's just, this is life. Discretion is sometimes better. It doesn't change anything. I love my girlfriend. I will, that doesn't change. But I have got a history. Do you have a belly button type hole in your groin? No, I don't want to get too. I don't really want to keep talking on a Thursday morning. I didn't intend to. I started talking about the novel really, but no, I've been lucky because I am relatively lean as a person. I've managed to get away with using a 1 mil, so it's a tiny little scar, both sides. No, I'm not cheating on my bloody girlfriend, for fuck's sake. Yay. Oh no, I would for sure. Because if you impose things like that on people, they will do more so, and then it all gets shitty. Just you got to be realistic in life. You got to be realistic in life. She knows she's cheating on you. Thanks, man. I've already had these conversations with her. Well, I think that's for thank you for your input, but I'm not sure how you get to call that, but fair play. Exactly, Stephen. I have been here before. I know, Clint. I know. It's but I'm all up for odd characters. I know, mainly from the women. Willow, that was an incredible bit of detective work. Right, listen, I have got something I want to show you. This is a 12-minute video. Stop. It's a 12-minute video, but we're only going to watch 4 minutes of it. And it's based on after some of the stuff we were talking. No, I know, Wolfie, don't worry. I'm not letting other people's fears change my behaviors. Don't worry. Listen, based on what we were talking about yesterday, remember yesterday when I said, see you later, Tommy, come back at 4. It's been lovely to see you occasionally over here. Now, remember what we were talking about yesterday? And I really got thinking yesterday. I've started scripting a video. I've started scripting a video about it, about how remarkable and beautiful and incredible England and the UK, but I am kind of Anglo-centric for obvious reasons. That's very kind of you, Nora. That's very brave of you. Nice one. That's good stuff. I like that sort of thing. And it's still an amazing place, and it still will be for a long time. And remember yesterday's video, what we were talking about. No. So listen, this is 12 minutes long. We ain't watching 12 minutes. We are going to watch 4 minutes. I want you to sit down. I want you to relax. And I want you to do nothing. I want you just to do nothing. And I just want you to have a look at what you've got. Because we look at the black pills, we eat black pills. We go where the fear is. We go where the darkness is. But if you can just sort of squeeze past that occasionally, you'll realize there's a world of light. There's a world of truth. And there's a world of victory out there. So we're only going to watch 4 minutes, which is still quite a lot, but I think you're going to appreciate this. I've not got this for you. I'll see you in a few minutes. Man, there's some cynical people in the chat this morning. Listen, anyone who didn't understand that, you're fucked. It's gone. You're gone. You've already been completely demoralized. They've done a job on you. You need to really pull yourself back, because if looking at incredible images of one of the most beautiful places on earth, which is also your country, if you can find something to get shitty about that, I really, for your own good, pull your head out your ass, because your life's going to be an absolute disaster. And to everyone else who absolutely nailed it, beautiful, absolutely incredible. Thank you very much, John Morton. Much appreciated. John Morton says this: you've been on absolute fire recently. I watched the show a day behind because I'm working, so I'll see you in an hour. Nice one, John. Maybe I'll see if I can do one an hour later one day so you can grab hold of it. That was what I was thinking, Nora. I mean, maybe it's different for me because I haven't been there for so long now. But when I look at those images, you know, wow. And how lucky to have been born there. How lucky to have English blood running through my veins. It's a very, very special place. Thank you again, John. Much appreciated. Hello, Mr. AL Robot 2. Yeah, nice one. It's a great channel, Galileo's Tongue. I've got a lot of time for him. Yeah, without a doubt. Without a doubt. Yeah, but John, we don't worry about that, do we? You know, we're not critiquing the film. It was a question of the images of the images, the place, the location, the geography, the nation, the country, the land. Yeah, really, absolutely, Wriggle. I've been all around the world. I've been to many continents, and you're going to be hard pressed to find somewhere. I mean, just for having 4 seasons, just the beauty of having 4 seasons, and what that does to a people. You know what that does to them in sense of their understanding of time changing and things moving forward, and having to adapt. You know, you don't end up sailing around the world in ships that were built by the hands of men, designed by men, unless you know how to plan. It's all part of it. You know, the history of England is part of the land of England, the geography of England. They don't happen separately. Hello, Browning. Master Ben and I are pottering in the garden. He's pulling weeds and I'm spraying a few garden ornaments, bright gloss green, to remind me of us of UK and New Zealand's greenness. Coincidence strikes again. I love us scrubs and delightfuls. Nice one, Dawn. Spray painting your ornaments green. I know what you mean, though. I know what you mean. I live in a yellow land. The people, the everything's yellow. It's not green because it don't rain. Well, it does for a couple of months of the year, but there you go. Thank you very much for that donation. I know, Strontium Dog. It was. It seemed really unnecessary. It feels like a lot of people are projecting their own anger onto the stream this morning, which is fair enough. You're allowed to do that. It just doesn't reflect well on you. You know what, Edward? I watched. The reason I ended up watching that was because I watched a channel by a mountain bike rider called Sam Pilgrim, and he was obviously out early because he was trying to get shots of his bikes skidding it with drift days. I think because skids has obviously acquired a slightly less pleasant meaning, but he'd obviously got up at the crack to film it, and it was all misty, and I think he lives in Colchester, and it was a lot of these beautiful old houses and bushes and trees, and you could see all the mist out there, and it wasn't sunny, and I was just looking at it thinking, look at that. I'd love to wake up there right now. I'd love to step out of one of those English houses into that mist and feel the cold on me, put a hat on, a scarf on, you know. Gabe wants us to hit 50 likes. That would be nice. 142 in the chat. Tech Roach says, it's windy brown and salt encrusted where I live, but it has its own harsh beauty. Yeah, there's something gorgeous. But, you know, most natural things that show time passing, whether that's build-ups of salt, whether it's build-ups of sand, whether it's walls cut away by wind, anything that shows time passing, you know, in hundreds and thousands of years, there is a beauty to that. There's always a beauty to that, to time passing, to history. When there's in this sort of hyper-real sort of time we live in, where everything's sort of artificial and contrived, it's so lovely to see something that has built up or been eroded over hundreds and thousands of years. There's something just true and honest about it, and uncontrived, and it just, I think, like I was saying the other day, humans respond badly to artifice. We recognize it. We know when we're being conned, and history and especially natural history. You know, whenever you come across something that's been carved through time, like when you go to Wales and you've got all those huge sort of valleys, and you know that was ice, that was water that went down those, all that time ago, and it froze in the ice age, and it caused those big valleys, and you instinctively know that this is a change that happened through time and natural time, and you just respond to it well. Humans are just, because we're part of it, it's part of us and we're part of it, and we respond well to it. Ed from Queens, you mentioned that the Brits invented everything. Number one, tea in the shower. But who invented Dangerfield? No respect for you. I don't get no respect. You know what? I think my old man probably invented tea in the shower, but we didn't have a shower in my house, so it was latent. It was latent. We've got to do those old photos soon. Thank you for that donation, Ed. Nice to see you, mate. Good Lord, Liam's indoors with an hat and scarf on. Oi, give me a 1 in the chat. Give me a 1 in the chat if when you were young, you were sitting at home indoors. Give me a 1 in the chat if when you were sitting at home indoors, you said to your mother or father, one of them said, put a bloody coat on then. Give me a 1 in the chat if you were ever told to put a coat on in your house. Excuse me. Dangerfield, are the IRA still running private security in Phnom Penh? I had a little run in them when I was out there. No idea. I wouldn't know, because private security through. I haven't run into anything like that because I'm a good boy. Keep my head down. Look at that. Incredible. Yeah, tea in the bath is also exquisite. Look at that. How many? The working classes are brilliant. Thank you, Wolfie. Likewise, my friend. That's very kind of you, Higolini. That's very, very kind of you. Nice one, Gabe. I think I'm a Scrubs treasure. I'm a local treasure. I'll take that. I do all right around these parts. I'm just so impressed how many of us were told to put a coat on. And I've got another one for you as well. I got another one, and I reckon. Oh, the hot neighbour's out. Oh, she always catches me though. Maybe she doesn't always catch me. Maybe I catch her. Right, I've got another one for you. Hello, Sarah. Sarah. Oh, that's an interesting one. Oh, hang on. Hello, little bullet. Thank you, mate. I have a massive dead tree in my garden covered in ivy. Dozens of birds and bats live their entire lives in it. That's kind of lovely, like the way that the ivy has, almost kept it alive. But you see my point, little bullet? The fact that the tree's dead and the ivy has grown over it, that's time passing. It's a symbol of the movement of natural time, and we respond well to those things, or you wouldn't have mentioned it. You see my point? Right, listen. My dad would switch off the radiator and tell me to put on a jacket. Thank you, little bullet. By the way, I don't know if I said that. Oh, Scott, my old man had come home from work. We had a little gas fire in the front room. That was for the whole house. No heating upstairs, nothing. And he'd come home from work and he'd put his hand on the wall, because we lived in the middle of terrace. He'd put his hand on the wall, and if the wall was warm, meaning the neighbours had their central heating on, they'd turn our fire off. We'd all be like, oh, God. Well done, Dad. You've saved 4p again. Right, I've got another one for you. And I've got a funny feeling everyone who said 1 to the last one are going to go with this one as well. Right, ready? All right, ready? I said ivy, didn't I? I don't know. Maybe you weren't talking to me. Right, here's another one. We're talking 70s and 80s here, but as far as I know, this might have gone on into the 90s. You're at home, right? Probably the similar day to you being cold and told to put a coat on. Ready? And you say, Mum, I'm hungry. Mum, I'm hungry. And your mum says the last thing you want her to say, have a sandwich. And by have a sandwich, she means get that horrible mother's pride sliced white bread and put some Dairy Lee or some jam in it. Have a sandwich. Who got that one as well? And you don't want a sandwich. You want some food. Mum, I'm hungry. Have a sandwich. Oh, look. It's the same. The usual suspects have come back with it. Yeah, there's that one as well. There's kids starving in Africa. Well, send them some sandwiches then. That's amazing. It's mostly the same people. Oh, God, have an apple as well. I would do if you got some nice ones, but those golden delicious are soft and yellow. That's brilliant. So does my mother. My mother buys sliced white mother's pride. I can't eat it. I cannot eat it. I can just about deal with it toasted for like with a cup of tea, you know, a bit of toast and butter because it's sort of British standard, isn't it? But nah, man, it's just it's got nothing left in it. It's nothing. What is it? It's just nothing. That's hilarious. Have a sandwich, and you know it's coming, and you're just like, oh God. No, likewise, John. Likewise, my mum and dad used to pretend they'd eaten, and so me and my brother would eat, and we'd be like, "And you not eating?" And they'd be like, "No, we ate earlier," and we were like, "Oh, that's heartbreaking, isn't it?" And Tito, look how posh Tito was. Stay at the table. He's what? We had our food on our laps, television on. There'd be no eating at the table. Putting sugar on bread. Yeah, that's rank, man. Wriggle envied the sliced white. Yeah, but it was awful having that lovely multi-grain bread. There's the missus. Show me her nails, maybe. Hello, my love. Oh my God. Glad your hair done. Beautiful. Oh my God. Looks lovely. Shit. Lovely. Oh my God. Okay, when you coming back? But no problem, darling. Take your time. Do what you want. Go around the market if you want. Just relax. Okay. All right, love. I'll see you later. I love you. Bye. She's got two pigtails coming out here. Yeah, we never had stay at the table. You eat Christmas at the table at dinner. That's it. No, I liked it. It was just extreme. I mean, she's got two pigtails, and they come out like on things, and that well, you'll probably see when she turns up. It was quite bizarre. I don't know, but I had a good think about what we talked about yesterday. I had a good think. We're going to get on to King Cowles, aren't we? I had a good think about what we talked about yesterday, about all the different things that, all the different potential changes that could happen. And it's really white pilled me, you know, it's really white pilled me. I understand why people need to be scared into the most, you know, there is a chance things could go very, 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 very bad. But there is a chance things could go not so bad. And there is always a chance that it could reverse. So just be aware of that. No, about exactly that, Tech Roach. That's why she's had it done. Because while we were up in the provinces, she was doing something with her hair, and she'd just done it for a joke. And I sort of went, oh. And she went, oh, you like that, do you? And I was going, I don't want to get too much into my private sex life. So now she's gone and done that for that reason. No, she hasn't got an 80s perm. That's never happening. Scott Johnson got a chip butty thrown at him. They're nice though, aren't they? With a bit of butter. Cheese, tomato, and crisp sandwich. Oh yeah, that one. I don't know, not necessarily meat, but I'm sitting there and I'm desperate for my bananas and custard. I just want my bananas and custard. But unless I've finished that god awful stew that I can barely, I'm just gonna puke. No, you ain't having any. You ain't having any of that dessert unless you eat that muck on your plate that you cannot. The things me and my brother done with food like that. We used to take plastic bags in the front room, like when my mum went into the kitchen to get some tissue or something, we'd spoon the dinner into these little plastic bags in our pockets. Good Lord. We had that one as well, Roy. Yeah. That's darkness. That's just child abuse. That is. Yeah, who wants them? When you're a kid, don't want it. I don't want all that. No, God, no, Pete. Pete, that's not for children. That turns children off life. Lentil curry with boiled eggs. No, I love that stuff. Willow. If I had to have a sandwich, if we had the sardine and tomato Shipham's paste, yeah. Boiled potatoes every day. Yeah. All right, come on then. Right, here we go. Slow up, people. We're food jamming, which is okay. We're food jamming. We can do that. But what I want to know, what was the worst food, the worst meal, the one that you had to have more than once or twice, the regular food that you had as a kid that you absolutely hated? What was the one that you just did not want? Homemade steak and kidney pies? Fucking hell, no, I don't know. I think I'll be all right with that. Oh, liver and onions. Yeah, no, don't. That day when you find out what a liver is and you suddenly realise why it tastes of piss. Yeah. Ravioli. Salad. You didn't like salad? I was all right with salad. I used to like the kidney, because my dad liked it. Nora didn't like the fish. How interesting. Yeah, Priata wasn't into the liver as well. Yeah, liver. Brussels sprouts aren't doing well. Ed, I don't think we had that in England. Anyone know what hamburger helper is? That's right, oh pal. That's it. Oh yeah, where is it? Yeah. First bit of sunshine, and it's time that you're going to be eating your yellow salad. See, in the 80s and the 70s, you didn't get these lovely salads with like frizzy and Lolo Rosso and all these nice salads. In our house, it was that rank old, not even iceberg lettuce. What's that other stuff? It's like cabbage and like green tomatoes and cress. And my mother would cut a Dairy Lee in half and like put it on the side of the plate, like, oh, little bit of cheese garnish. Oh no to tripe and onions in milk. No, I think you might have won that. Oh, it's kidneys that taste of piss, is it? Well, I'll have you know, my mother's livers, not her own ones, like the one she was cooking. Tripe and onions in milk is just, what, are you Scottish or something? No, we didn't have to eat tripe in my house, I have to say. I don't know what pimpkin is. What the hell is pimpkin? Is this an African thing? Pimpkin. Semolina. No, I like semolina. I was all right with it. Don't know what that is. What is that? Plastic? Anything grizzly. I don't know what that was. Yeah, but Raymond, this is what they always say. Oh, no, it's very good for you. I mean, my missus eats liver every day out here, but good Lord. Yeah, that 1980s salad. Let's see if we can find a photo of it so people know exactly what's going on. Let me see if I can find you a 1970s one. It was just rank. It was just not. Oh, God, I've just remembered those salads that you get in tins. Oh, gross. Hang on, here. Oh, that's it. There you go. That is exactly. What the hell is that? Nah, these have all got things like crab in them. There was no crab in my house. What? Crab? I don't know where they got that idea from. What is this I'm hearing about Jello salads, an American abomination? Jello salads. What the hell's going on there? Oh my God, I am seeing some of the most horrific foods. I'd share them with you, but the pictures are so small. Right, yeah, look, I've got some pictures from some 1970s foods here. Hang on. I can't even imagine what that is. Yeah, look. I hope you can see these, but if you can see these, you'll appreciate them. But I don't think you will. Can you see that? Can you see that? It's spaghetti hoops in like jelly. This is a jelly salad. It's like a salad in a jelly, and I think that's like a cabbage stuffed with sandwich spread or something. Oh, look at that. Oh my God. Look at that. Bananas, ham, bananas, and hollandaise. The 70s were gross. Imagine someone serving you that up. Ham, bananas, and hollandaise. Oh my God. Look, spaghetti hoops in jelly. Oh my God, look at that. Like a salad, but it's been put into hot dogs that have been. Oh, I've made you this fabulous hot dog salad construction. Oh, look at that. Broad beans, carrots, and salad in jelly. Yeah, you get the idea. It wasn't a great time for food. I mean, pasta, spaghetti, and all that stuff, and it got invented in the 80s, didn't it? So there was some awful stuff there. It did have a touch of the Germanic about it, didn't it? I'll give you that, Jean. It did. Tony with a cigarette. I can remember people smoking while they ate. I can remember that at home. I can remember people just eating and smoking. What? Mr. Shankly says, my gran used to boil and press ox tongue in her kitchen. Horrific thing to see as a kid. Yeah, I can remember the trauma the first time my mother pulled the giblets out of a chicken. And I said, what's all that? And she went, well, that's like the kidney, the neck. And I was like, ugh. Funny spoilt things, aren't we? I mean, listen to this. I'll tell you a funny one actually. I was out in what's happened? I was out in Thailand, right? I was out in Thailand, and it was just when I'd come off that withdrawal, so I was feeling pretty ropey, and I thought I've got to get some. I've got to get something to eat, and I thought I'll tell you what I really like the idea of a KFC zinger. You know, I thought just that lovely bit of chicken breast and all that spicy batter. I could go one of them. So I got in a tuk-tuk and I got him to take me up to the KFC. I got in there and I've gone, can I have a zinger, please? And they've gone, yeah, blah, blah, blah. And I've sat down and I'm all knackered and, you know, I'm sweating because I've walked from the tuk-tuk to the tills and back. And I bit into this zinger. Now listen, this is important. Well, me too, Nora, but listen to this. I bit into it. And I was expecting it to be white meat, right? Nah, it was brown. It was made up of like thigh meat, not chicken breast, not nice dry white chicken breast, but brown thigh meat. And I nearly puked. I thought there was something wrong with it. I've gone back to the counter and gone, this is brown. I've gone, look, this is brown. Why is it not white? And she said, no, that's right. That's how it's meant to be. And I looked into this. Now, Ed and a couple of other Americans in the chat, apparently in America, when you go to KFC, you can choose brown or white meat, apparently, right? Is that right? And you pay less for the brown meat. Whereas in England, it's only white. You cannot get in English KFCs, it's white meat. But yeah, I found out that you can pay for, and in Thailand it's all brown. You get a brown meat zinger, and it was all greasy, and it weren't like, yeah, not a problem. But I wasn't used to it. I didn't expect it. Oh, Dan reckons it's a bit racist. Black magic likes the dark meat, or you bloody would with your black bloody magic. No, look, I like a little bit of the of leg. You know, if I'm cooking a chicken dish, I want to use the thighs because the thighs is the nicest tasting chicken. But when you get a zinger burger on a withdrawal and you haven't eaten for a couple of weeks, no, I don't want any of that brown meat. I wanted a nice, you know, let's face it, breast meat, that is virtually not even meat, is it? It's like some white powder. Yeah, same here. Where's that? Ralph, same as in Cambodia. They eat white rice every day. Yeah. Exactly that, John. That was the point I was making. Exactly that. Hello, Snaggletooth. Go on, you have a good day's grafting. I've got to get on with that in a minute. Yeah, I don't FC anymore. There you go. Look, there you go, people. Look, in America, look, you can choose your meat at KFC. You pay extra for breast and leg. There you go. That's what I found out. Salty dog from Woodstock there. Avoid the brown acid and chicken. Yeah, it does count for turkeys too. Yeah, it's same. Clint Westwood said, I went to KFC and asked for some leg and breasts and they threw my ex-bird over the counter. Come on, keep them coming. Exactly that, Liam. Exactly that, Liam. They'll have a bowl of white rice, yeah. Well, I remember the day I realised how easy it was to cook rice, and then you put a bit of soy sauce on it, and no more eating sandwiches. Bowl of white rice and soy sauce, lovely. Nah, everyone likes to think this about Asia. Everyone likes to think the Asians eat all the nice, wholesome brown rice. Nah, they love their white rice. They won't get any of the brown rice. Everything is white rice. Yeah, it's a weird one, isn't it? And I've said to him, I said, you know, that's got nothing in it. That's just starch. You're just eating starch. Charlie Sparkles says, I learned something new today. I've only been up 12 minutes. Well, that's how we roll around here, man. Right, hang on. I've got another video, but I've lost it. Oh, it's been a nice little stream this morning, hasn't it, people? And it's the weekend in 2 days. How lovely. I've been working. Rebecca, there's no more Italiano to be spoken. We've dropped the Italiano. The lessons are over. I mean, you're allowed to. There's no penalties. But we've... Plastic African says, I'm still trying to fix why I can't achieve 60p FPS at 4K with a yeah. Anyone want to help him? I don't even know what he's talking about. I haven't got a clue what any of that even means. If anyone wants to help him, it's been on the screen long enough now. Right, here's what I wanted to show you. Right, this is from 1989. People, there used to be a program on BBC in England called Tomorrow's World, and it was a very popular program. You know, the whole nation watched it, and it was about technology. And they would tell you the kind of things to expect coming in the future. So let's have a little look at Tomorrow's World in 1989 when they were talking about 2020. Yeah, everyone loved it, didn't they? Everyone loved Tomorrow's World. Right, are you ready? This is what Tomorrow's World said your house would be like in 2020. Let's just see if we can do this without bodging it up. Let's have a look at this. Hang on.
What are going to be the biggest changes in our homes by 2020? Will the house of the future protect the environment? And what new technology do researchers think we'll be living with? Well, we've been talking to some of the people who've been thinking about home of the future. Christine McNulty. I started the Home of the Future project to find out what people will want from their homes. They'll want all the benefits of modern technology, but without all this cluttered and complex gadgetry that we have today. They'll want homes that work for them. By 2020, all of this will be possible. We'll have things under control without all of these knobs and buttons. And what's more, the technology itself will be embedded in the very fabric of the house and its furnishings. So the idea is, once all the clutter of technology is gone, you'll be able to furnish your rooms in any style you like. You won't actually be able to see the technology, but it will be there, doing its job without getting in your way.
That means the lights automatically switch off and on as you walk between rooms. And the home learns how bright you like them. A simple command gives you music, perhaps piped in from a sound library. Bach, please. And no more PowerPoints. Plugs become pads, picking up power from anywhere on the wall. And even windows will take an active part in the home, according to another researcher, David Button.
This is today's glass technology, whereby combining thin transparent coatings with ordinary conventional glass, we're able to change the performance of the glass. We can diffuse the glass for privacy, and with other coatings, we can control the glare and the solar radiation. In other words, we can vary the performance of the window.
So a simple command could turn a window into a wall, and you could decorate it how you want. Or it could be a television or a computer screen. Well, that may be a little futuristic or too expensive for most people. But there's one area where homes are going to have to change.
there will have been enormous pressure on us to cut down on our burning of fossil fuels.
You know what? You know what does me? Does anyone exactly? Everyone wanted flying cars. We're never getting them. It's never happening. Has anyone here? Be honest with me. Has anyone here got that thing where you go into your house and go, turn the lights on, turn the light off? I've got a mate who's got it. He says he doesn't like it. He says it freaks his children out. I just, you know, the thing is, it's just this. It's just all I when I watch things like there you go. Look, no one wants it. yeah, you want things like that. This is the problem. Yeah, I know, and I don't set up my Google Home to have all that nonsense. Here's the problem. There you go. That's it. Here's the problem. There's something vile. There's something vulgar about having computers making or doing everything for you. Look, the classic example is the computer in the workplace. When they brought out, what they said to us at school in the early 80s was that computers in the workplace, they're going to do all the work for you. You won't need to do the work because the computer will do it for you. So the idea was, if you work 8 hours a day, the computer will be able to do 4 hours of that for you, leaving you time to be with your family. No, leaving you time to do more work. Computers have just made us more efficient, so we can actually do more work. So within 8 hours, you've actually got to take on the mental stress of more work because the computers are processing all this other stuff. You've got to keep hold of more work. It's just the whole thing has been a con. It's a racket. It's an absolute. It's just shocking. And you know what I had? I had a light. My bedroom light I used to be able to get my bedroom light to turn on and off without standing up and doing it. And I'll tell you this, it was excellent. I had a tennis ball on a bit of string that I tied around the lampshade, and I got the length of that string perfect so that when I was in bed, when I'd finished reading, looking at the pictures, I'd just go, and it'd go, boom, and turn the light off. And in the morning, or if I wanted it on again, I could just get the ball, boom, and turn it on again. That is technology. You know, everyone here who's got like an iPhone and a computer, how much of the stuff on your computer do you actually use? I reckon I use about fuck off, Pete. Bend it, shake it just a little bit. That's awful. Exactly. That is technology. There you go. Look at that. There you go. That's more like it. You know, technology has screwed us. Technology hasn't assisted us. Most technology is either in military or in marketing. That's where all this stuff really is. How to kill people and how to sell to people. Hello, Johnny Mac. There you go. Broken Silence. Interactive literature. Right, people, I'm going to have to wrap this up and I'm going to have to start doing some work. I'm getting messages coming through on my phone and there's stuff to be done. My missus is going to be pissed today. I'll tell you that. She said, will you have Thursday off work? And I was like, I'll have to do a little bit. I reckon I've got about 7 hours to do. That might be her now, actually. She ain't going to be happy, I'll tell you that. Yeah, just a couple more hours. Hello, Alan. Turn up a bit late there, my friend. Not a problem. Oh, hello. See what I mean about the Barnet? Oh, you got your mask on? What's that for? What? Why are you wearing a mask?
COVID.
COVID?
How are you today?
Very well. I'm just finishing here. You look beautiful, darling. Oh, steady. Don't bend over that much. Sorry, people. Right, I'm wrapping it up. People, it's been an absolute pleasure. We had a steady. It looks amazing. Right, people, I got to go. I'm busy.
Bye, I'm busy.
Oh, good Lord.
Let's go.
Right, hang on. Shush. Right. Whew. It's an hard all day. It's an hard day in life again. People, it's been a... Look, leave it out. Right, you okay, love? That's a beautiful dress. Yeah, let's have a look at your nails. Oh, you went for pink. Oh, you got some little diamonds on them.
Diamond.
Diamonds.
Diamond.
Okay. But hang on, mind that tea. That look, I've got to tell them it's time to go. Yeah. All right, people. It's been an absolute. Stop it, please. I'm being watched. I'm right. Shush. Right, people. It's been an absolute pleasure. I'm trying to hold this together.
Bye,
This is
my
ridiculous.
friends.
There you go. Bye, my friends. I'll see you at 4:00. This they can't see now. I've got rid of it. They can't see. Look.
Yeah,
No, big problem. You're in so much trouble. Thank you very much, people.
Thank you, people.
Shut up. And I will see you at 4:00. Have a lovely time. Ta-da!
All the world loves a lover. All the girls in every land are meant to know. The joy of loving is to live in the world of man love. There's someone who's waiting for you. Soon the world will be yours for a toy. Music starts to play, night will turn to day. Darkness disappears when the one you love is near. You're in man love. All the world loves the lover. All the girls in every land are meant to know. Joy of loving is to live in the world of man love. There's a place that is waiting for you, a world where the best in life is free, where time is always spring, happiness is king. The dreams you dream come true when the one you love loves you. You're in man love.
Right. Oh, I don't know what to say. All right. Right. I'll be working hard. I've got things to do. Busy boy. It's been a real good stream, people. I really appreciated it, and I'll see you at 4:00. It might be 3:00, so keep an eye out. I don't know. Ta-da.
All the world loves a lover. All the girls in every land are meant to know. Joy of loving is to live in the world of man love.
Ta-da, people. Be quiet, Aunt Sally. I'll see you all later. Ta-da, ta-da.